It's just the way the game is played is best that you just wait your turn. The wait is over, the wait is over. 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 I pitch with a grenade
to the base. So the formula is area equals half the base times the height. And that's it. Or base times height divided by 2. Same thing. If you just think of it as half the size of a quadrilateral with the same base and the same height. You know the area for a quadrilateral is length times width, because we don't call it base and height. But for a triangle, it's base and height. So it's just half, or divide by 2. Multiply by half, divide by 2, whatever makes you happy. Okay, so before we can start talking about area and perimeter of triangles, you have to know different kinds of triangles that you have. Well, if you're going to remember any triangle, just remember the right angle triangle, because that's very important, 90 degrees. There's the basic isosceles triangle, symmetrical down the middle. You got your basic equilateral triangle. Remember, they're all similar. Equilateral, no matter the size, all sides are the same. You got your scalene. How to draw the floor plan for a house. Let's say something of this nature. Ooh, that's pretty big. I could just say, this is my garage, got a driveway coming in here, the front with fucking fountains or whatever. Okay. Now, when you're drawing the walls, obviously, you gotta have 2 layers, windows, of course, overlooking some tree over here. Okay, adding fractions, adding fractions, adding fractions. Whole numbers and mixed numbers. Change the whole number into a fraction. Change the mixed number into an improper fraction. 3 times 2 plus 1. Okay. Now, you've got to find common denominator. But really, you just need to make these 2 numbers the same. And it has to be equal ratios for the denominator and the numerator. So your total becomes, this is 15 plus 7. I don't even have to look down there because obviously. 3 goes into 22, 7 times the remainder 1 over 3. What do you know? I could have just added 5 and 2 and gotten 7. What a colossal waste of time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's make it more interesting now. Gentlemen. Okay, let's make it more gentlemen. Okay, let's make it more interesting now. Well, my estimate would be very pretty close to that. 7.5 maybe. Last time I changed these mixed numbers into improper fractions. I could add the whole numbers. 5 plus 2 is 7. I have a 4 and a 3. LCM is 12. 4 times 3 is 12. And 3 times 4 is 12. So that gives me 7 and 7 and 7, 12. Which is just over a half. Ah! Okay, while playing GTA, Johnny, well, he moved northeast for about 250, let's make that 1,300 feet. Okay. He started at point X. You know those things at the mall where they say, you are here? I never quite get those. Well, you're here, and then he goes northeast 1,300 feet. There's a burger joint. Let's face facts, Johnny's hungry. And that burger joint is 1,200 feet east of where you are. So Johnny goes northeast. 1,300 feet. Burger joint. So Johnny heads northeast. Oh, don't forget the compass. Never eat shredded wheat. Okay. Ooh, what do you know? Right angle triangle. Well, isn't that a coincidence? So the question says, how far is he from the burger joint? Calculate. I can make a break. The cops can't get me. Everything blows up. Was 1,300 feet, and this is 1,200 feet. Basically, you use good old Pythagoras theorem. The hypotenuse, which is c squared, Pythagoras theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which basically states that for a right angle triangle, the length of the legs squared and added together is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. And by the way, that's a leg. Don't get it twisted. This is the hypotenuse. The angle across from the 90-degree angle. So, all you need to do is plug in the numbers. Remember that A and B must be the legs. I know one leg, I don't know the other one. So I'm going to call the one I don't know A. So when you plug in the numbers, you got 1,300 here, A squared plus A squared would be the difference between these two numbers, which is 2,500,000. So A would be you would be 500 feet away. Ain't that nice?